I need your help to decide. I am thinking about dismantling the PolyTools website. Let me explain why and what has transpired since then. For one and foremost, first and foremost, I do not think it's necessarily gaining the traction that I thought it was going to. There's over 1,000 tools on the site, and I have about 100 more I want to add to it. And I have also been bad about adding tools more frequently. I have done a lot when it comes to putting out different tools here and there, and I usually do them in batches. So when I add something, I'm adding a lot usually, but I do not think it is updating at a rate that I can keep up with sustainably. And while I can't hire somebody to do it, I wish I could do like AI or use some sort of N8N or Zapier automation, but for some reason Ghost just does not play well with those tools, and the images end up messing up. So it would still be a personal touch on every single tool that gets added, whether that's for the links or for the images or both. It's one of those things where it doesn't really help me if it's just making a draft for half of the data and not putting in all the data, and this basically me going in and checking it off. So the tool adding is one thing. It costs $16 a month, which isn't a whole lot, but considering that's after my other site's hosting fees too, and it's all coming out of pocket at this point because the affiliate marketing hasn't started growing as much, which was part of the point of doing a site too, was to give creators a toolkit, but also to have affiliate links too to help me grow as a creator as well. And I just wanted to make this video because I'm strongly considering dismantling the site. I won't stop this YouTube channel. I will not stop the PolyTools Digest newsletter. Those two content streams will still continue. So half the benefit, most of the benefit of what the PolyTools brand gives you will stick around. And I'm trying to think of new ways of displaying those tools. So little historical context, I went through hell and back trying to find the right tool, ironically, to build this directory website. Ghost ended up looking the best, and it ran the fastest because Framer looked great, but it ran like hot garbage, and I could not get the site to load pages at all. And that was after buying a theme, so it wasn't even my fault. It was the theme's fault, and Framer just being really slow. And so this process of trying to build a site, I tried 3 different ways, if not like 4, with Notion and Airtable tools to websites, all this jazz. And yet I still was not able to create a cool website. Maybe I can do something with Notion and find a way to just embed it into my PolyInnovator website and just forward to that. And I was thinking, because originally I started out the PolyTools newsletter on Beehive for a couple issues, and I moved it over back to Ghost on my main website. And I still have that newsletter there. There's only been about 18, 20 posts since I moved all of them over from the PolyInnovator site to the PolyTools site. And actually this week, I copied them all back over, and all the new ones at least. And I have about 30 ideas for posts going forward, which is what I was also supposed to work on. But I'm just feeling like I would rather just have 5 newsletters on my main site than have just 2 different sites. And I think that's what I did with the PolyInnovator Gaming, and I'm really happy about that. I think that made that brand a lot more cohesive with the personal brand. And I want PolyTools to be that way too. I try to create PolyTools as something separate in a way, but it's really not separate. It is its own thing, but it's also the Polymath toolkit. It's underneath PolyInnovator by PolyInnovator LLC. And so I'm thinking about just, sorry, my allergies are killing me, by the way. If you're hearing this voice, I'm so sorry. But I'm thinking about bringing everything back into the fold and just having it all on the main website. That would save me money, which will help me accomplish my goals. It would help people understand my content better because it's all in one place. And that way, if you wanted to sign up for the membership for whatever kind of topic, if you like the gaming, if you like PolyTools, if you like Polymathy, each one has some sort of paid post in PolyPro. So regardless of which arm you come in through, swimming, gaming, PolyTools, it will funnel into that membership too, which I think would be really great. So that way everyone can have the same, let's say you are interested in PolyTools, but then you also are a swimmer and you're like, hey, I actually do want to learn more about swimming. Let me check out that paid post. And so it's one of those things where you'll have access to that by having it on the same site. I just think that the complicatedness is something that needs to be simplified. And I think that by doing this change, it's going to help that. But I wanted to make this video because first off, documenting the process. But secondly, I want your opinion. So if you leave a comment down below telling me what you think, that would help me decide, I think. Thank you.